Hi, everyone. How are you? Hi. Hi, everyone. How are you? I think I need to move my camera over here so when I'm reading what you're saying, I'm not looking off camera. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hope everyone's doing okay. We'll give everybody a few minutes. Wanted to come on here and see how everyone is doing. Oh, I need to post this. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. My hair is a mess. My makeup's a mess. I barely put lipstick on. I don't know about y'all, but I've been meditating a lot. Any chance I got, if I'm not working, I'm like sending love, sending love. How's everyone doing? Can you guys hear me okay? I have to move my microphone each time. So when I put it back, I'm not sure if I put it back correctly or in the right place. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get in a better space right now. This is what this is for. Okay, thank you, Tat. Thanks for letting me know. Hola. Erica to her sister. Oh, okay. Thanks, David. Giving everybody a little time. Yeah, that's another reason why I came on. Um, just to kind of get everybody in a better space. Let's regroup. Um, just writing my inspiration today, my blog today was like heavy on me because I was getting messages from spirit. And you know how I am sometimes with spirit. I'm like, I don't like it. And I'm like, why? Why is this? Why is it that way? Why is it? So I'm basically, rah, 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 and they're like, it's okay. Oh, good, Kathy. Lots of meditating. She says, hi, Cindy. Lots of meditating, vivid dreams. Felt the funk in energy yesterday. Oh, broke a tooth. Yeah, you got some changes coming. Felt kind of an accident energy. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Sandy. Yeah. I'm sorry about your broken tooth. I hope it's not painful. Yeah, if you're breaking teeth, it's an accident, but it's never really an accident. That is one thing I want to do. After we kind of talk and meditate and get people in the right thing is, you guys can ask me questions about your ailments, and from my spiritual perspective and everything I know, I can sort of let you go know what's going on in your life that maybe you're not seeing, or give you a heads up as to what you need to be looking at. Like maybe we'll do that tonight too. I want to get everybody, hey, Lorna, I want to get everybody in a better space. Okay. Oh, good. All better today. Feeling low. Yeah. A lot of people are feeling low energy. I started getting a headache too, and I was like, nope, nope, I'm going on. We're just gonna be in a better space. So, hey, Jennifer, how are you? Yeah. I know I was having this with spirit. Like I know this is needed for this time. And if we're going against it, then it's going to make it worse. And so how do we do that? And how do you feel better in a vibration that doesn't feel good? Like you got to sort of Well, that's what I'm here to do. Kind of help you see us through this. Uh, yeah. Irritable, low energy, achiness. Yeah. I can tell you the achiness and the low energy is if you're an empath, if you're I just got a side thought about the empathic stuff. Like maybe we'll talk about that later. Um, but the achiness in your bones or in your muscles, because it does make a little bit of difference. But the achiness is like not wanting to, when you see things coming at you, you're not wanting to like go through them, and so you're like stopping it, and that's where the achiness comes from. Joints are a different thing. Joints are like your traumatic or things that you may think is are traumatic and things that are coming just even in life because then it becomes a habit. Is that you would rather you've learned to like put it in your body because the energy has to go somewhere and you hold it and you don't deal with it because you're dealing with other things until the time comes that you can deal with it. Like, let me ask you, are you one of those people that will like when something's happening, you'll get it done, get it done, get it done. You know, you'll still feel it a little bit, but you got to get stuff done that you need to get done, right? When like you're the action person, you'll just step up and do it. And then and while everybody's sad and everybody's emotional and everybody's all this, but then once everything sort of pans out and everybody's back to normal, that's when you get all the achy joint and sometimes even a cold or the flu or you just kind of go down, right? Is Does that happen to you? Yeah, weird dreams. um because you're holding the energy. Yeah, you're holding the energy and you're like, I'll deal with it later, but you don't. You just go down, and what you think the illness is you getting through it, it's not you getting through it. You're not giving yourself the love that you gave everybody else. You're not giving yourself the credit that you gave everybody else. You're not giving yourself the inspiration and the pep talk and the holding and hugging yourself and loving yourself that you've given everybody else during the time of the traumatic things, right? So you need to do that for yourself, and that way you can let that energy go. And that's why the joints are hurting. Yeah, try that. Try, and by that means, like do something loving for yourself. Be loving to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Meditate. Have your guides and angels send, that help that energy release. Yeah. Colitis. Yeah, you probably keep all of your stuff in your GI tract, and probably in the lower, using your chakra, your lower chakra, because again, you're doing the same thing. You're just doing it in a different way. Where she will keep it in her joints, you're going to keep it in your colon, and then like it will flare up eventually. It does flare up, but it's because of things that have happened that you're not letting go of, that you're not getting through. Colitis is hard. It's awful. I used to work in GI. I know. I've seen so many people in pain, like real pain. It's bad. It's bad. Um, so we'll do a little bit of that. I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to come in, give everyone a chance. And I've had tons of family in my dreams this week. Uh, has the family crossed over, or are they still here? The ones that you're having dreams about? Yeah. If they're crossed over, then they're coming to support you. They want to let you. They want to remind you that they're here and that you're not doing this alone. Which that's what I'm getting, is because you always think you have to do this alone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, those tummy issues are hard. But and that's a lot. I've seen a lot of that in my hypnosis, my hypnotherapy practice. A lot of the healing in the GI tract, in the tummy, in the kidney, in the liver, in the joints. You crossed over in your dreams too. Yeah, you're probably there. I mean, are you saying that you saw your death and crossed over, or are you just saying that you crossed over? Because you actually do. Yeah, like when you're dreaming, that's when you're leaving and going to the other realms or crossed over, right? Kathy earlier said, "Thank you for being here. Feels like it is a transformative energy. And this is why we have low energy. A lot of us, a lot of y'all, a lot of us, I'm going to include myself in that too, is because it's transformative. And again, we're used to handling things when we see trauma in a certain way. Put it in my belly, put it in my GI tract, put it in my kidney, put it in my heart, put it in my joints. I'll deal with it later. I can't do that now. That's the automatic thing we want to do, and that's what I want to get y'all out of. I want to get a better. Let's go with the flow. This is why I was the other lives. I was like, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to look good, but it's what we're wanting. It's what we're needing for this time. Yeah, you're a Virgo. My messages help a lot. Good, good. Yeah, it's like they know I need them. Yeah, Kathy, I suspected that. So remember, beautiful ones, that you have lived, some of you, many lives here. And these emotions are not something that are new to you, right? And what you've done with them in this lifetime, you've done that for a reason so that you could overcome that and work through that and let go of those things, right? And I'm saying this because I want to remind you that you're powerful, powerful beings. And even though it doesn't feel like it, because we're here on earth in a body, in human body, and we feel separate from the desk, the chair, the TV, the house, the car, the people. We feel separate. We're not. You cannot, how do I say this? There is no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. Now, some of you won't take it as fear at first because you're warriors, because you over lifetimes have said, have known, have like made this a habit. If something comes, I know to fight it, right? But that's not what we're doing this time. So you have to remember that it will be better, because this is what you want to do in this lifetime, is do it differently, to go with, to allow, I'm not going to say go with the flow, but allow the energy to come through. And it doesn't have to stay. You can let it come through, you can process it and let it go. Does that make sense? Hi, Cindy. Hi, everyone. There's no reason to be afraid. You do not need to fear. We do not need to fear. Uh, we're practiced in this because of other lifetimes that we've had, maybe in a little different way. Maybe there were other scenarios, but it was the same basic thing, right? So these aren't things that you haven't dealt with. Maybe as a child you had to deal with them differently because that's all you understood at the time. We're in a different space, right? So there's no need to fear. For those of you, most of you, probably all of you, have come here to change and be the change for forward moving humanity, right? We're getting to a bigger place. We're getting to a better place. We're in the tower. We have to break down these structures. We have to break down these systems. We have to, and some of us will do it by actual physical action, and others will, I mean, on my other channel, I have a space, what I call the space holders. They're here to do nothing but be here for the space. They're here to hold the vibration. That's what they're here for. Okay. Some of you will do it that way. Some of you will do action and then be space holders. Some of you will be space holders and then decide to do action. None of it is wrong. Okay. We're all here for the same. We all kind of know. I mean, I was talking to someone earlier, like we don't question your perspective. You made yourself this way for a reason. Your higher self, source, God, the universe knew you were going to have this perspective. So don't discount that. You can't go wrong. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you probably had past lives as warriors. I had many past lives as warriors, as a warrior. Different kind. I mean, I wrote that on my blog. Like I was the good guy, I was the bad guy, I won, I lost, I did nothing, I did everything. Like we've all been there. We've all done that. So we're here to do it differently. That's why we're all here that are warriors that aren't doing warrior stuff, like not in the military this time or not in the, but you can sort of see where that's comfortable. Like for me, my family's military, my husband's, my late spouse, my boyfriends, my like military is all around me. Warrior is all around me. That's comfortable for me. Um, so, but I am not to be the warrior this time. Not that type of warrior. I'm to be another type of warrior. We've come here to do it differently. We've come here to do what we hadn't done before, right? But that doesn't mean that those people, it's their time to be the warrior. That we need to discount them. We having wisdom from being that, have to help, right? And so, how can we help? And the reason I'm saying this is because of everything that's going on right now. Um, I don't want people to be in fear. And I know there's a lot of people in fear, especially those that are there. You know, war is complicated, countries are complicated. And then there's the separation of the elites and the governments, and then us, right? The people, my brother, my sisters, my whether you're in the same country or not, whether you speak the same language or not, you're still part of me. You're still my soul, right? And that's different than the way maybe the governments are thinking or the elites are thinking or whatever. But we need to separate. We need to understand the separation, right? Definitely past life warrior. Actually told myself today, handle things differently this time. Yes, definitely. Yeah, this warrior is becoming tenderhearted. Yeah, absolutely. Like in my blog spirit, I mean, the spirit says, and I wrote it in my blog, it's like, you know how to do this already. Like, that's not where you're supposed to master. You come here because you need to do this, you need to do it a different way. So we need to send love. And we'll do a little meditation where we're going to connect to everyone on this earth. And then after, I'll give you a little bit of a history lesson, just because I think it's important to understand. And trust me, it'll just be from my point of view. There'll be some facts, but about what's going on, right? And it won't be everything because it's complicated. Like it's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Yes, faith over fear. Absolutely. You need, that's what I've said. I've been in meditation. any chance I get. And I just keep being told, stay in love, connect to everyone, send love. We're doing it different. You matter. Everyone matters. Everyone's vibration matters. We can change this. And do we want to, like, when I say that, I don't want people to think, oh, we're just going to go into a utopia and everything's going to be fine. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, there is a reason that we live on this earth and we have contrast, good, bad, dark, light. Like, there's a reason that we have that, right? There's the darkness that pushes us to the light, or the darkness that we go towards the darkness. Like, it depends on you, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a reason why you have both capacities in you. Like, we have such capacity for love and kindness and understanding, but we also have the capacity for vileness and um, hatefulness and just awful things, right? We have both in us, and we cannot neglect either one, right? We can focus on one, but we cannot neglect either one. Does that make sense? I think with my heart, not with my head. I want you to do both. I want you to do both in balance. Okay. But we need to like remember, because we've done this before, we can be the ones to like change this vibration, make it. And by change, I don't mean, like I said before, like we need to help make it easier for us to move through, easier for those that don't know to move through, easier, yeah, to move through this energy, because it's going to be, we just started. I'm just going to tell y'all, like, we just started. This just started. Like, all of this, it's just starting. This isn't even the peak. This isn't even the peak, but I don't want to scare you because I don't want you to be scared. You can get through this. We can all get through this, because guess what? We've already done it. We're just moving through it, but we've already done it. Okay? Does all that make sense? I have like a lot of things that I want to be sure to articulate, um, so that you understand, so that gives you peace and calm and love. Uh, this time, you mean this phase that humanity is going through? Cynthia says, how long will it last? I'm not sure what it is. Is it, are you talking about this phase that humanity's in? Are you talking about the war itself? Are you talking about what you personally are going through? I'm not sure. Yes, what? Yes, love and unity with all life. We are one. We are. We are. Like I think about all soldiers, but I think about all of them. Like they're having to like go in. These are their brothers and sisters. These are their family. This is their genetics, and they're having to face that. So you guys remember, if you've never seen me, I guess if you've never seen me, I should introduce myself. My name is Cindy. I'm a lot of things, so that's why I just said simply Cindy. uh, a spiritual advisor, a psychic medium. I am a medium. I happen to be psychic, but I am a medium. Um, Hypnotherapist. I deal in quantum healing. Um, do some tarot. Have a lot of tools. Reiki. Da 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 da. Right. But this channel is for us to gather in our growth in humanity. Right. This channel is so that I can help in any way with all the tools that I've gathered from decades of study, certificates, diplomas, whatever, like all of it. So whatever tools I've gathered, however I can help. This is what this is about. But it's to unite us, it's to remind us to move forward, to help us move forward in an easier space, right? So, um, so if you hadn't seen me, I used to do this thing and I thought about it today. So we're going to do this now. So um, if you put your hands together and you sort of go back and forth little by little, you can begin to feel the energy that you have between your hands. You can begin to feel that there is something there. There is energy, right? So I would like for you guys to begin to do that. And some of you will see, because some of you will see like squiggly lines. Some of you will actually see the energy in a light form. Some of you will feel it, whatever it is. Some of you will sense it. Some of you will feel it. Some of you will see it. Okay. And whatever it is that you do, that's you. That's how you made yourself. That's how you are. Don't question that. That's just who you are. And don't try to be anything else. Okay. So what I want you to do is put your hands and go back and forth until you start feeling the energy. Okay. When you start feeling the energy and you can sort of stop and feel that it's there, I want you to close your eyes and visualize or imagine that energy, and you're putting it in the core of you. Okay. So you can close your eyes and you can like move it into your stomach area in your midsection and just put that energy there. And then I want you to visualize or imagine with your eyes closed that energy is now light. Like you can see it as light in your third eye, in your head. Visualize or imagine that light right there. Okay? And as that light is the most loving energy that is all around us all the time. It's all around us all the time. You're putting that there and you can see that light and it's loving you and it's healing you and it's helping you to feel calm and peaceful and loved. And then I want you to watch it grow a little as you breathe. So as you breathe, it's going to grow a little bit and it's going to grow big enough to go lower than your midsection and big enough to go higher than your midsection. So it's around your throat chakra and past your first chakra. Okay. So you're seeing the light and you're feeling the light and you're feeling the love. And it's just energy that's loving you and that's healing you to show you that you're supported, to remind you that you are supported, that you are loved. And then I want you to see it grow a little bit more. And I want you to see it grow all around your body. All around your body. So like a big circle past your head, past your feet, just a big glowing light that's enveloping you with love, understanding, protection for some of you if you need that. But love, healing those joints, healing that colitis, healing the tummy issues, the back issues, the throat issues, the blood issues, healing, just healing. See that light heal and know that this is true. We are energy. It is part of us. Just let all that go. Let this light heal you. Let this light love you. You know this light. It feels comfortable. Now you're seeing it past yourself and you feel all the love. You feel supported and you know that spirit, your higher self, the universe, God, your loved ones, all loving you, all giving you hugs, all supporting you. And just sit in that for a minute. Keep your eyes closed. Just whatever comes to you, comes to you. I want you to feel this love, feel this healing, feel this support. You are supported. You are so loved. And then I want you to extend that out to the space that you are in. So in your room, in the house, I want you to extend that love and heal your home and love your home and support your home and support your room. And then I want you to sit in that for a minute and just let it heal, not just you as it's healing the space around you. It's loving the space around you. They are supporting not just you, but the space, your energy, the space around you, the room is part of you. And then I want you to, when you can see that, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to extend that light out more to your neighbors, to your family. I want you to connect to your family, to your lineage, to your family that's here. Send them love as you're being loved and supported. Send them love and support. As you're being healed, send them healing to all your family members. No judgment, just all of your family members. Extend that light out. Extend it out to your neighbors. Extend it out to your community, to the street you live on, to past the street you live on. Send that energy, that bubble of light, that light that's you, that healing, that love, send it out. Make it bigger. Extend it to the community. Extend it to your town. Now extend to your town. I want you to extend that light out. And you can see it from a third perspective where you're up high, or you can see it from where you're at. It's up to you. I want you to extend that love out. Heal them. Love them as you're being loved, as you're being healed, as you're being protected. Extend it out. Send love. Send love to your town. Send love to your city. Open that bubble up. Connect. Send them love. Now send it to your state. Send it all to your state. Connect with that. You're powerful. As you're being loved and energized and protected and healed, send it to them as well. No judgment, just sending love, sending protection, sending healing, sending, sending, sending. Expand that light, expand it out, all the way out, past your state, to your country. Expand it to your country. Expand it and connect to the others. Expand it and connect to those here. Expand it. Expand that energy. Love, send love to those that are connected to our country, to our family, to our neighbors. Send that out. Send protection, send love, send healing. Now we're going to send it past that, and I want you to see it past the world. I want you to, everybody connect. Everybody connect. Send that light out to the world. To the world. You see the light around the world. You see the light around us. We're sending love as we are being loved, as we are being healed, as we are being protected. We are letting it run through. It's unlimited. And we have a lot that goes through us, and we're sending it out to others, and we're connecting with others. Everyone and the whole world and the universe. We're sending it out. Just send out love. Just send it out. Your heart's really open. Send it out. And when you can feel that, and when you can feel the connection, know that we are all love. And we will and are doing this. And you can open your eyes when you're done. You probably feel really big. You probably feel really big, some of you. If you're really sensitive to the energy, we could, like, this room feels really crowded. Your room probably feels really, really thick, really crowded because you're just huge, right? I felt us all connect. I absolutely felt us all connect. That's when I felt it is when I said it because I could feel us doing it. That kind of gave me they were letting me see that or letting me feel that so that I knew when to say that. Yeah. Yeah. Of course you got hot, Daniel. You're so cute. Wow, that's amazing. And lots of pink. Absolutely. Pink and green. Pink and green, pink and green, pink and green. Pink and green. Don't forget, we're healing, they're healing. We're sending love. We're sending love. Okay? Take a deep breath because that's a lot of energy running through you. So take a deep breath. Whatever came up, come up. Whatever you need to let go of, you let go of. You just let it run through. Let it connect. Let everybody connect. Whether they ever know my name or not, I want to know. I want those people that are in harm's way, whether they're on the good side or the bad side, I want them to know that they are part of me and I am sending love. I am sending a different vibration. It can give you a bit of a headache. If it does, rub your feet on the ground so you can get grounded. Rub your feet on the ground. It means you need to be grounded more. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 days. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because we can connect every time. Daniel, I love you. You've got a lot of energy that can run through you. That's why you're hot, Daniel. Hi. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Everyone doing okay? How did that feel? Let me know. So Amanda, let me know. Is it Witch? Let me know. Daniel, let me know. You're welcome. Let me know how you did. Let me know if you saw something. Let me know if you felt something. Let me know if you felt connecting to someone in particular or just a group of people. Let me know how it went. I saw the energy expand. Also saw it. You saw Putin. Yeah, I know people don't want to like be nice, but he needs love. He needs love. You're freezing. You know what? When I used to practice this a long time ago, when I began to practice it, probably 2 decades ago, I used to get really cold when I'd go out into the universe, out into space. I felt a lot of heat in my hands. Yeah, I had Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Raziel, and Ariel come in. Nice, Amanda. It felt like giving a distant Reiki treatment to me. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's like, I mean, Reiki, healing touch, prana, it's all energy work. It's all working with energy. Felt the universal connection, bright white light. Yes. My hands were buzzing. Yeah, some I forgot about the buzzing. Some people feel it as buzzing. You feel it, everybody kind of can feel it in a different way. My arms and chest felt cold and hot. Huh. Well, I think it's because you have a lot of energy running through you, and then your physical body is like trying to cool it down. It felt so calming and connected, like rippling out, then Enveloped like a circle. Yes. Yes. All white. Yes. All white. Yes. We can absolutely change this vibration. I mean, it's us. It's part of us. It is us. This is our life. This is our world. We can change this. We can make it easier to go through, right? 1,000 pins and needles. Yeah. Um, Sometimes I've felt the energy as pins and needles. And to me, if I'm like doing Reiki and I'm feeling pins and needles, that's where I'm feeling somebody stuck. Or if I'm doing healing touch, felt like energy was blasting out of me in all directions. Yes, absolutely. It's just unlimited energy that we have. It's unlimited love and light and healing. And the only reason it doesn't run through us is because we don't usually let things run through us. Like we just have to be aware and allow it to run through us. You can have that all the time, right? Remember, we're here. We're used to being here because trauma, fear, hate, loathe, all that stuff, right? Protection, warriorism, all that stuff, right? We need to be out here. There's all this for you. There's all this for you. It's all here for you. But we're doing this. We need to do this. Okay? Felt a tad lightheaded, swirly at the end. Yeah, you can get like a headache or that band around your head. It just means you need to ground yourself. So either eat something, drink some water, or rub your feet on the ground. Okay? I had to, my cat had to come up and talk because your cat probably felt some healing too. Cute, Kathy. My bedroom is full. Yeah, that oftentimes I'll feel like, oh man, it's so full. That's kind of the same feeling that I get when like somebody's whole lineage comes in the room. Like there's a lot of y'all. It's like it's a whole thickness. It's like a whole bubble. It's like a whole fullness. I don't even know how to describe it. I will continue this practice. I've learned. Good, Jennifer. Thank you. We'll do it again if y'all liked it. It's important for us to do it. It's important for us to connect, especially right now. We need to send love everywhere, unconditional. Not like, oh, I'm only going to love you a certain way because you're a meanie and you're a bad one, or oh, I'm only going to love and I'm going to love you more because you're good. No, unconditional to everyone. To everyone. Everybody's playing their part. Everybody's playing their part. I've actually turned on a light switch before. Oh yeah. I mean, those that have a heavy Aquarius in their chart or they're Aquarian in any way. I mean, everybody's got an Aquarian part of their play, in their placement, but like mostly Sun Aquarians and well, no, all Sun, Moon, and Rising Aquarius. They'll like move. They'll turn on and off lights. They'll mess up computers. Their vibration. My cat always wants to participate when I meditate. Yeah. Well, he's probably an evolved cat. He's probably going to be human next time. Thank you all for sharing. Doing an activation. Yeah, absolutely. I guess that's what they call it. Like, listen, I've been doing this for years and years and years. And the terms change, right? This is what I was going to talk about before when we talked about the empath, but like I understand his point of view, but I think he could have delivered it in a different way. There's another famous medium, and he's probably one of the reasons why I didn't want to go famous. Like he's probably one of the reasons. I won't say that. That's too much. No, I'm not going to say that. But let me say that I thought about that when I was trying to make my decision. Do I want to go on TV or not? Do I want to like make this bigger or not? Right? Like those are the things that concerned me because we're human and we can get like lost, I guess, or stuck in a certain way or take our human only side and not the other side way, I guess. And I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but a famous medium was on a live, not on this platform, on another platform, and said a very disturbing thing to me. It kind of made me go, ooh, right? Um, and I was, yeah, I was watching because I wanted to see what he was doing. And then when I saw this, I was like, ooh, no. But I have the issue with not my place, not my thing, right? But I keep being shown these mediums that are like doing or saying or being less evolved, right? So I don't know what's going on with that, why I keep being confronted with that. Because never, ever, ever have I thought, do I think, will I think that I am better or worse than anyone else. I just know that we're all one. We all have our talents, we all do our thing, right? But I'll tell you what happened. This particular medium, who's very famous, used to be really, really famous, and happened to be on this other platform and was doing a live and mentioned that empaths should not call themselves empaths, and that was the wrong thing. And I mean, I don't even remember his whole spiel. I just remember he was put off by the whole everybody wants to be an empath thing, right? And from my point of view, I was like, wait, whoa, wait. I was like, and he said, well, don't call it an empath, call it something else, because empath means that you basically are suffering or that you can't feel your own things. And I've never gotten that from an empath. Like, that's not the way that I see an empath. And that's not the way that I think most people don't see an empath. So it was the fact that he was being triggered for some reason about it. But to be triggered and come out and attack is what I had the problem with. I don't have a problem with him having his own opinion. He absolutely can have his own opinion, right? But to come out and attack a certain group or attack a certain way, why? Because you're a medium? I mean, I don't understand why. So it kind of put me off because my practice is different, and that doesn't mean mine's right either, right? We're not right or wrong. My practice is different. From my understanding and from my experience, there are going to be many people that have a different belief system than me. I deal with them all the time. But as a teacher and as a medium, but as a teacher, it's up to me to understand where they're coming from and their belief system so that we can work within that belief system. Does that make sense? You know, we need to buy, I love you. So true. You do that. I miss having a cat or cat. So do lights flickering also fall in vibration? Yeah. Kitties are special. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Right, exactly. Are you talking about your gifts being misused? Yeah. But this is the thing, this problem, this person has had this issue before because this person's been around a long time, right? And I've noticed in their cycle that they do this, right? What did he suggest that you call us empaths? And I don't even remember. I just because at that point I was like, we're supposed to call them that because you say, or they're supposed to call them that themselves that because you say. Like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't understand. So I'll give you an example. Okay. I'm asking if I can give this example because this is something that I dealt with. I didn't see or didn't believe and thought it was a fad in the beginning. I've since come to understand better. But even when in the beginning, if just because I didn't see it and I didn't believe, didn't mean it wasn't so. It was so because that person, that soul, understood it that way. And what I'm talking about is twin flames. Okay, does that make sense? Like just because I didn't believe and thought that this was just a fad term years ago, just because of that didn't make it not so. It just made it where my understanding was different than their understanding, and there is no right or wrong, right? It's their perception. That's the way they see it. Um, and who am I to say no? That's not what you shouldn't be calling it a twin flame. You should not be calling it that. Like I'm just giving you an example, right? I never said that, and I never thought that because my thinking was just because I don't understand it at this time or believe it at this time doesn't make it not so, right? And so I have this like, that's the perspective I would take, but he's a different person. And from his perspective, he judges and he came out and attacked, right? Again, there's no right or wrong. It just threw me off and it perturbed me. Does that make sense? Sounds like he was coming from a place of total ego. Yeah, and because I've seen him over the years, he has a tendency to do that. Not all the time, but he has a tendency to do that. And yeah, I haven't had dealing with him. I haven't had dealings with him personally, but I have had dealings with his past clients. Does that make sense? And I won't go any further than that. Many see it as a weakness. I've heard from other people that empath is an excuse to be weak. Yeah, see, I don't see it that way. I don't see empath as weak at all. Like you just know how to feel people's energy in a different way. And that's not a bad thing. It's what I said earlier. You made yourself this way for a reason. Now, is it so that you can understand it, work with it, develop it, evolve it so that you take it in this life and then maybe take it into the next life, like I've done, where I did my mediumship and reading energy and moving energy? Like I did it in many lives so that I developed it and then I brought it here for this reason, right? Like we all have our different things. Makes sense. No, but some do. Yeah. I'm one of the strongest people I know, and I'm not weak in any sense of the word. Yeah, I don't see empaths as weak. I don't see it as a weakness. I don't even see it as a weakness. I just see it as something that you have to work with, understand, and develop because it's like a superpower. It's like all of them. They're all. It's like all the clairs. It's like all of it. You know, it's an extra part of what we can do, and we can all do it. It's just like being a medium. We can all do it, but you work in lifetimes to develop it if you want to, right? Being an impact is a gift. I do. I think so too. I think it's a gift. It helps us to help others. Absolutely, absolutely. And I don't think it's. I don't know. Maybe my ego was involved, and I was like, "Don't be putting people down. Like, quit being mean." I don't know. I don't know the answer. I just know that that's what I was feeling, right? Um, so I don't even know how we got on that topic, but we did. There you go. If you're an empath, you can call yourself whatever, and then you can just let me know what to call you, right? Like it doesn't matter to me. I love you either way. I don't think you're weak. I think it's a gift. I think you're probably really strong, actually. Um, and so there's that. It didn't resonate. Exactly. Empaths as well as mediums are misunderstood for the most part, I think. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, being a medium is just, I'm just a translator. I can just translate energy into uh, the clairs. That's what I can do. I can translate energy into the clairs, right? Does that make sense? Like I can translate energy, and I can see, and I can hear, and I can feel, and I can taste, and I can smell, and I can all of it. But it's just the energy that I'm translating to you, to whoever's in front of me. Does that make sense? Empaths, same way. Empaths, just feeling someone else's energy, which is we're all the same anyway, right? So you just have a beacon uh, in you that knows how to direct the sensor to feel the physical person, soul in front of you, or souls or persons, and to be able to translate that, right? Yeah, empaths were always strong in my eyes because we know how to differentiate someone's, yeah, intentions. Absolutely. It seems that he did not understand what an empath is. I see sympathized people sometimes get manipulated by energy drainers. Yeah, uh, meant when he said that it doesn't or didn't resonate as you or our understanding. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Which again doesn't make it wrong. She's correct. Just because it doesn't resonate with me doesn't make it wrong. It just is not where I'm at. And it's just not the way I understand it, right? Which will lead me to the next thing that I want to talk about. Makes perfect sense to me. I have all the clairs also, but the average human just hasn't developed these gifts yet. So I think it scares them when they see it in others. Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we're always, I mean, not always, but a lot of times we're scared of the unknown, right? Which is why we get anxiety and fear. We're scared of the unknown. And so when people don't know something, they get scared. I mean, I've dealt with this since birth, being this way, and at the time in an age that you didn't talk about that stuff because that stuff was bad, or you didn't know, or nobody knew about it, or they didn't understand energy. You know, again, it did make it so, right? So that leads me to the next thing. We all know what's going on in the world. I was going to say this earth, but in the world, we all know what's going on. Um, but I know that there are people that my generation probably understands and knows. But there are people that don't understand, like, why are we doing this? Why are they doing this? What's going on? And so I thought maybe, again, this is from my research, from my life experience, and yeah, from my research and my life experience and my critical thinking. Okay, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. Take anything anybody says on the internet with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Okay. But I do think it's important that we understand a little bit because it's a very complex thing that's going on. But I think that it sort of helps ground us if we understand a little bit about what's going on, right? So, um, so let's talk about this Ukraine Russia thing. Okay, always, always, always. I remember a professor telling me many, many, many decades ago, and me seeing it, that war is always about the money. It's always about the money. So you follow the money, you know why, right? It's not the only reason, but it is one reason. Okay. Some people around me were having questions. Why are we doing this? What's going on? I don't understand. And this is why I'm bringing this out. Okay. So just to give you a little history lesson. Okay. But always in the background, remember, it's usually about the money. I'm sure there are times where it wasn't about the money, but I just don't know what those are. Okay. Which wars those were. Even in my past lives, it was about the money. Okay, so a little bit of history lesson here. So we have the Ukraine and we have Russia, right? They used to be together. In 1991, the Soviet Union falls, right? Russia becomes separated from the Ukraine becomes a sovereign country, right? Now, 10 years ago, this was in 1991, then 10 years ago, the Ukraine starts getting a little chummy with NATO. NATO, which we as Americans belong to, and a lot of other countries belong to. Um, when this happened, when Ukraine started getting chummy with NATO, Russia didn't like that. Putin didn't like that, right? He doesn't like that. And he doesn't like this for a couple of reasons. Those aren't the only reasons. These are just the reason I'm understanding, okay? He doesn't like it because NATO, when Ukraine is talking to NATO, NATO wants to set up military bases in Ukraine. So one reason is that Russia, Putin, feels threatened. It's too close. It's too close, right? When we're talking nuclear, it's too close. Okay. The other reason is because Ukraine is the fourth largest country in terms of natural resources, right? And so that's number two. Okay, does that all that make sense? You kind of keeping up with that? Yeah, always follow the money. Okay, so Russia feels threatened, Putin feels threatened. He doesn't like it for these two reasons. Those aren't the only reasons, but those are the ones that we can sort of see, right? So Russia goes in, he's tired of it. Putin goes in and he invades Ukraine, right? And this is why you need to understand, because it's going to affect us, all of us, everyone around the world. It's going to affect us. Even those that are saying that they're going to stay out of it or be neutral or whatever, okay? Because Russia owns a lot of the natural gas. I wrote this down so I could say it right. And so when Russia went in and invaded, then NATO and America put sanctions, right? They've now put sanctions. And now Putin could cut off the oil and the natural gases, the oil and the resources that they usually give us. And they are the second biggest producer of oil. And so when they pull it back, we're going to feel it. This is going to cause not just the oil, but the gas. So heating your food, cooking your food, heating your home, the gas in your car, which the natural gases and the oil, they are a part of getting stuff to us. So all of these prices are going to go up. And this is why it's important for us to kind of know about that, because we're going to be affected. And we could be affected in a very big way. It depends on what Putin does, right? We have NATO over here. We have the US over here. And I know some people are like, why isn't the US helping? Well, because we're part of NATO and they have to it's all politics. It's all politics. They can't just do it, right? Now, this is where I want you to think critically. I'm just going to give you the information. I'm not going to give my opinion, but I just want you to think critically, okay? And I wrote this down so I don't get it incorrect. So in 2014, the Ukraine gets a new president. They're broke. Their country is in a bad way, and they're broke. Obama administration does what what American government does always when they see a country hurting is they go in and they say, you're in a bad way. We can help. We've got plenty of money. We've got plenty of resources. We can help. We can help you. But we're going to kind of need favors later. Okay. But we'll help you. We'll get you out of the situation. Right. So Obama does this, and there's a liaison that's working on it. We're going to give you investment. We're going to make investments. We're going to help your country. We're going to make you money. We're going to get you stable, because that's what America does. Right. While Americans suffer, but that's what America does. Go in and sort of make nice with people, and then we want favors later, right? This video will probably get banned for this. Anyway, so Obama makes the liaison to Ukraine to help Ukraine. Guess who that is? In 2014, that would be Mr. now President Joe Biden. Okay, so Joe Biden and his son just so happened to have started a new business around that time. And now Joe's son is all of a sudden, who's never experienced in this, who doesn't know anything about this, Hunter, is all of a sudden the investment guy. He's an investment guy. He knows about it, but he's never done this before. So they start this company. But in 2014 or 2015, John Kerry's investment guy is Devon Archer. And I'm giving you these names so you can go look this research up, right? Devon Archer is the investment guy. He's a financial guy, right? Well, him and Joe in April go to Ukraine and have this company, Burisma, right? The company is called Burisma. Well, Joe makes him a board member, and also Hunter a board member, who has never done this before, right? So my critical thinking tells me, when I'm finding this out, is, oh, Biden and the government. So Biden, why is the government, and you tell me, why is the government so keen and looking into Ukraine and making sure, why are we so involved in Ukraine when people in America would be like, that has nothing to do with us? Like, it has something to do with the government. It has something to do with Joe Biden. It has something to do with Hunter Biden, right? But this is where we need to understand, because this is what I'm seeing in, in spirits, when I'm talking to spirit about this. Like, there's the entities, and then there's us, the people. And by we, the people, I mean all of us. I mean Russian people, Ukrainian people, the British, the Scots, the Africans, all of us, we, the people, is different from the institutions, the elite, those people, right? And so we are going to do these battles for these things are going on in the background, right? All the while, we've got Russia and China being chummy, but not really being chummy, because we can't do it out in the open. Because, when you're going to war, you're thinking 10 steps ahead, right? So China is over here and wants Taiwan. And so this is going to kind of give you some parameters, give you some stuff about what's going on. Does that make sense? It seems to not understand. Makes perfect sense to me. Exactly. Always follow the money. Yep, Kathy. So what do you suggest we do personally when we get significant downloads from our universal team about this stuff? Because why are they telling us? Why are they telling it? So that you won't be afraid. They're telling you because our job right now is to send love and healing and clarity. That is our job right now. We're still working on the stuff that we're trying to work on, and things are being taken and brought left and right. And we need to stay centered, remember who we are, and change this vibration and help everybody move through this time. And know that where we're going, these systems are going to fall. Are they all going to break down completely? No. But they either fall completely or they change. So, what are they going to change to? Well, let's have them change to a better vibration. And we do that by meditating. We do that by changing the energy. Does all that make sense? Information on specific people in high places. If you're getting information on specific people in high places, there could be a couple of reasons. I mean, are you asking them why you're getting that information? Are you asking your higher self what you need to be doing with that information? Is it that you as your energy and your light and your evolvement need to focus on that particular person for that vibration? Does that make sense? The big message, the big saying that I got from Spirit was do not dim your light. For many of us, we were told over the years and through our life, you're too much, calm down, steady yourself, blah, blah, blah. And so what did we learn to do? We learned to dim our light, right? We need to not dim our light. Do not dim your light. Shine bright. That reminds me of something David said. Shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. David will get that reference. A lot is involving this. I saw an article that pointed out that our political people were concerned for their personal issues. Absolutely. I just told you what the issues were. The issues are the money, the investments, the bonds, the things that they have their money there, which probably is some of our money there. But, for some reason, because they work for us, they think they don't have to tell us because they never thought they had to tell us, right? We really will have to use discernment. Yes, that's why I said I want you to critically think. I'm just giving you the information now. I want you to think. I want you to think. I want you to research. I want you to see. I want you to come to your own conclusion. But you need to know the information. And sometimes that's being kept from us, and sometimes they've got us so bogged down, worried about what we're going to pay rent, how we're going to do that we don't have time to research. We don't have time to do that because we're so tired, because we're so bogged down with other stuff. And I'm telling you, don't dim your light. Do not dim your light. Exactly. They throw shadows, we throw light. And we are powerful, powerful beings. We are powerful. We're all powerful. Everybody on this earth is very powerful. We're all powerful. Just remember who you are. It's time to meditate more. Use those videos that I'm giving you. Come to these lives. Share this out. Have people who don't understand. Help them. Help yourself. Don't dim your light. There's enough science to know that this isn't all la la. These tools that we have aren't all foo foo. This isn't in our dreams and we're not crazy. Okay? I mean, we're past that. We should be past that. There are plenty of tools for us to use. We need to use them. This is the time to be the warrior and be like, I know I haven't slept in 5 days. I know I haven't eaten in 3, but I am a warrior and I'm going to get this done. So if if I'm tired and I'm bogged down, I'm still going to make an effort because I'm a warrior. And I did this another way, maybe in war, but this time the war is me meditating. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to change the vibration. I'm going to use these tools. I'm going to better myself. I'm going to be in a better space. Does all that make sense? I feel off-world stuff. I feel off-world stuff with this all too. Oh, as above, so below. As above, so below. Absolutely. Specifically AI. Yeah. I just don't know what to do with this stuff and it's frustrating. I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Like now's the time to be the warrior in your warrior self that I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. I'm so bogged down. I'm so worried about da da da. Well, change the energy. This is the warrior time. Change the energy. Let's let it run through. This is why I'm giving you the tools. This is why I'm trying to help you out. This is why we did the meditation. This is why I'm putting those meditations out so that you can sleep and be healed and be bringing things to you and be clearing your chakras and be getting some good night's sleep so that you can do your part. Does that make sense? Good. Good. Now that we talked about that, can we just move through that now and we're done? Right? I've had dreams where one of my soulmates was going off to war in space, and I felt it was current events. It's possible. And thank you for that. Yes. Okay. Good. Good, Kathy. Good. Now that we got, now that we talked about the elephant in the room, can we get back to loving ourselves? Can we get back to discerning and critical thinking? Can we get back to using these tools? So I'd mentioned earlier in the live that I think I'm going to take a couple of people, um, and if you could just tell me an ailment that you're having, is your finger swollen? Do you have colitis, headaches, whatever? And then using my experiences and what spirit tells me that I'm just going to see if we can't help you alleviate some of this stuff. Okay. I can kind of tell you why this is happening. Uh, for some of you, for most of you, I can tell you why this is happening, and maybe that in itself will help you release it and heal. Okay. This is so helpful. Good. Yes, we have to be well to do this. Absolutely. You need to be chakras aligned, chakras in balance, not one running more than the other. You need them all in balance. You need them all aligned. You need them all energized. You need your body healthy. You need your mind healthy, right? Okay, fibromyalgia, massive muscle and joint pain along with headache. So I talked about the joint pain before, but I'll talk about it with you, Jamie. Massive muscle and joint. Um, is the joint pain all over, or are you just having it in one particular area, Jamie? Yeah, Crohn's is a hard one. Crohn's has to do. There's a lot of childhood stuff at lower back. Okay, I'll just take one. Which one would you like, Jamie? Do you want the fibromyalgia? The headaches. The headaches, well, it's all together. You have a lot of inflammation, and the headaches, and the joint pain, and the fibromyalgia, and the muscle um, are a symptom of the swelling because you feel from childhood up to now that everything is attacking. everything is attacking, everything's coming at you. You see it in that way instead of you know how I talk about doing it for you, how the universe is doing it for you and not to you. This is how you've seen life, and it's through no fault of your own. I mean, maybe in your childhood you had traumatic events, maybe in your teens you had traumatic events. um, I mean, it's if you're having headaches because of the ascension symptoms, then you need to just ground yourself. But if you're grounded, um, and you're having ascension symptoms, and if you're grounded, then that's not what it is. But to me, when I'm seeing joint, muscle, fibromyalgia, headaches, that to me is your body is attacking itself. Your body is inflamed. And the reason it can get this way is because it feels like everything is attacking. Everyone's coming at you. Every situation's coming at you. Instead of seeing it as a way to grow, you might automatically, through habit, see it as this is a thing I have to fix, so I have to fight. I have to fight. I have to fight. Right? But when you understand that those are happening for you and you can let energy run through you because of past trauma, because of past things, maybe you kept it in your joints and your muscles, and your body is tired. Your body is like, I cannot take any more. Like it needs to be released. It needs to be let go of. I need energy to run through me and not have the energy run in me and then me hold it. Does that make sense? Okay. How is the colitis swelling my lower legs and feet? Is it both legs and feet? Okay. The colitis is, again, inflammation. Again, the trauma that you've had, the things that you go through, you've put in your belly, you've put in your GI tract. And sometimes it's formed bacteria or viruses or things going on in there, right? And so you get a flare up, right? The lower legs, if they're swelling, you're having an issue moving forward in something. So if it's both legs, and again, none of this should be like taken for only what it is and not going to a doctor, okay? Because there could be something else going on. You need to go to a doctor. You need to get advised by a doctor. I'm just giving you the emotional part of what could be happening so that you can connect it and help it run through, okay? When you do hypnosis with me, your body knows how to heal itself. And when I connect you to your higher self, your body will usually do some healing. Okay. Your lower legs, if it's both, it's telling me if they're swelling, you're not liking the next phase that you're moving into, or maybe you're afraid to go into the next phase that you have to move into. It's time to move into, and you're not willing to let some of the past go. You're not willing to let go of some things so that you can move into the forward. Does that make sense? Your emotions, when things come up, you keep it in your stomach. You keep it in your GI tract, sorry, in your colitis, right? You keep it in your GI tract. If you would just, when something comes up, if you would just say and remind yourself, I've gotten myself out of all situations. I'm okay. This is not going to hurt me. I just need to deal with it and let it go through. That will help your colitis. But you have a habit, which is why I do hypnosis, because then we can bypass the habit, get you to your higher self so that you can learn to let it go. You can learn to let it run through. Yeah, made a big move. So understand that. Made a big move that was hard. Absolutely. But if you're having the leg issue, it means you're still not letting go of something. You're still iffy about moving into the new space and you're still not letting go of something. That's where the swelling, that's the contradiction. Okay. Must be in denial or not because I feel stuff in my body but don't put much thought into it. Yeah, Daniel, this is what I talked about like with warriors. Like, are you the type of person that when things happen, you know, especially some of us in our families that we're taught be stronger, get up, do your thing, don't worry about it, put it to the side, da 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 da. Like, and you learn to like just put it in there. Let me just stick it in here. I'll deal with it later. Let me stick it in here. I'll deal with it later. I got to deal with this now. I got to do this now. I got to do this now. Right? Like I got to do it. And so you don't give yourself time to feel it. I said this in my blog. You've got to feel it. You have to love yourself enough and honor yourself enough to feel it. It goes somewhere. That means it goes in your body and it will come out as a symptom because your body is trying to tell you, I kind of don't really want this anymore. And some of your bodies are telling you, and they're screaming, and your body is like, I cannot take anymore. Until you release this, until we deal with this, I can't. I can't anymore. That's your body, your symptom trying to say that. You just had an orb fly past. Did I really? That happens. They're here. I mean, spirit's here. Your loved ones are here. They're watching intently. They love you so much. That's totally what I do. Yeah. No time to fall apart now. Got to keep going. Well, your body is telling you, I need you to kind of fall apart. I need us to get through this. I need us to release. I need you to look at it. And if that takes you looking at it and you thinking that you're going to fall apart, you're really not going to fall apart because I'm here. You can do this, right? But it's a choice. And because it's a choice, we can continue. Oh, well, I have colitis or I have Crohn's or, I have lupus or I have da da da. And it's just something I have. And so I'll deal with it. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it. Right. And that's what we do for years and years and years. And it's your choice. Do you want to let this stuff go? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to feel healthy? Because our bodies are made to live hundreds of years, hundreds and hundreds of years. But because of all the pain and all the emotional damage and all the stuff, and because we're told, well, normal people only live to 70, which is a crock, because that's not true. But that's what you were told. So in your mindset, you're thinking, oh, I got till 70, or I got till 80, or I got till 90, or I got till 100, right? But our bodies can last a long, long time. We just have to take care of them. And that means the emotional well-being because we're energy and it's part of our body. Let's see. You just had Orfla. Oh, that's totally what I do. Yeah. Okay. Yep. In both worlds of two deceased husband in 5 years. Yeah. That sounds a lot like, not in 5 years, but it sounds a lot like mine. My late husband and then my fiance. Both passed. Yeah, that sounds a lot like me. My body yeah. Some of y'all, your body's just screaming. It's like diabetes, headaches, arthritis, cancer. It's like screaming. It's like, will you please listen to me? Will you please look at me? Will you please? I can't anymore. I can't. Right? I always take care of myself last after others. No wonder my body screams at me. Yes. Yes. Elsa song. Let it go, let it go. I've never even seen that movie. Um, yeah, mine screams too. Yeah, a lot of y'all's were screaming. A lot of y'all are screaming. Some of y'all are like talking loud right now. Some of y'all are like, I'm not going to scream because that's not who I am, but I am going to let you know. So I'm going to let you hurt a little bit here and hurt a little bit there and do it like Daniel, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But if you don't listen, eventually I'm going to scream. So I really don't want to embarrass myself and scream, but can you just listen to me? Can we just like not get it to that point where I'm screaming? Yeah. Amanda says I'm working on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's why I do it's one of the reasons why I do the hypnosis. Like there's a lot of healing going on. And the reason that I do the herbs is because that can help you stay in the better space, continue the healing until that becomes the habit. Does that make sense? The hypnosis helps with the healing, or if your higher self will give you a reason of why this happens, and if they can heal it at that, because they can always heal it. You can always heal it, right? But maybe for some, like there are instances where somebody's really heavy, keeps on the weight, works out every day, but continues to keep on the weight. And they've worked through it. They don't have any like, oh, I'm protecting myself from, everybody. And I've seen that in hypnosis where, it's about like this person in another life was starved to death. And so they have that in them, right? And so in this life, they wanted to know what it was to be heavy, to have all of it, right? So, I mean, there's different things that can happen. Everybody's different. But your higher self will tell you, and you'll know it, you'll feel it, and they will heal. Your higher self will heal you. Yeah, they will heal you, or they'll help you get through that. Like, okay, but this is part of her path to understand, or him, part of his path to understand, and so we'll give them, the beginnings of it, but they need to work on this, right? I changed my diet the last year and I feel much better than before. Good, Daniel. My dad passed away last month. I can't quiet myself or complete a dang thing. Yeah, Julie, I'm sorry. Grief to me was a little irritating because I wanted it to be done quickly, and it's not done quickly for some people. It's like in layers, right? But what I needed to understand was to love myself enough to have that, you know. I would come for the all day hypnosis if I could. No, I understand, Amanda. I mean, some people just can't do it, and that's okay. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. More natural based, two preservatives. Yeah. But again, we have tools. If we come if there are people around the world that are watching me and they're in a place where they can't afford organic or even food. There are ways to do this. Put light and nutrition and healing in your food and then ingest it. You are powerful beings. Lost 50 pounds lately. Good. That's awesome, Amanda. Yeah. South Node Virgo. Yeah. Health rate. Yeah. I mean, North Node Pisces. Daniel, you're like me. South Node Virgo, North Node Pisces, right? Um, yeah. But I live in Canada and I'm not vaxxed. That's going to be over. Don't worry. Do you have to be vaxxed here? Yeah. Do you have to be vaxxed to come into America? I didn't know that. Healing isn't a linear process. No. Me too. I dearly want to come see you. Yeah, I've been talking to Spirit about that. Like, make it available. Like, if I made enough money, I would just travel everywhere and say, "Hey, I'm coming here. and how many people want to see me, and then I'm coming here, and how many people want to see me. But I don't have those kind of funds yet, but I'm working on it. But I would love to just go and make it easy so that I could say, "Oh, I'm going to Canada. I'll be there. I'll be, I'll be in Toronto, or I'll be in BC, or wherever, or I'm going to Italy. I'm going to Spain. I'm going to da da da." And who wants to see me while I'm there? Make it much easier, right? Uh, let's see. Wow, that's great, Amanda. Yeah, absolutely. Reiki on food. Why not? You're just putting loving, healing energy, right? Ball of my feet hurts so much. It's the pressure that you feel in this world. It's like your stability, like you feel kind of stable, but there's some instability, and you're not seeing, or you're choosing not to look at this one part. Sandy. Uh, no, I don't think you have to be vaxxed to come here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you, Daniel, for answering that. I know, right? It's a lot. Won't let us. Oh, the Canadian government won't, like Canada won't let you through. It's okay. When it's time, it's time. It will happen. Either I'll be going there, or you'll be coming here. It's just like Lori. I need to talk to her. There's the reason I haven't scheduled her, and there's two. There's another person too, because I may be going that way, and so I don't want her to come down here if I'm going to be going there. So I found as I healed my inner child wounds, the weight came off. Yep, absolutely. Because a lot of times, if you're holding on to weight, if you're keeping weight, it's not for everybody, but a lot of times I've seen where it's about you protecting yourself from the world, you protecting yourself from the people around you, you protecting yourself. And that's why you feel comfortable with this layer. And when you understand that you don't need to be protected, that you are strong, and those you're not a child anymore, and you can navigate through life in a better way, it usually falls off. I have people, I won't be specific, but I have people, because they're probably going to be watching, who will work out an hour or two a day, and have been for the last 5 years, and don't lose a bit of weight. And when they ask me my opinion, this is what I tell them, but they don't want to clear that part. And so it continues. It continues. Like they just don't lose weight. And it's because it doesn't have to do with just working out. It has to do with you keeping that layer on. I'm 28 miles from Yosemite National Park. Want to come vacation? Maybe. I got to go up north. I may be going up north. I may be going up to San Francisco. So it's kind of why I haven't scheduled Lori. I got to talk to her though. But and another person. But it just kind of, I won't know until Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, if I'm going up north that way, it's a possibility, Jamie. I didn't, but it happened. I didn't feel better with the weight. I mean, yeah, you need a negative COVID test if you plan to travel by air. Oh, okay. In California. Thanks, Lorna. I didn't know. Let's talk. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. Love San Fran. The vibration there is amazing. I know, right, Daniel? You would be really good in San Fran, Daniel, with your energy. Mm. Yeah, I see you doing really well there. So your hypnosis is in person. Yes, Jennifer, it's in person. I can do other techniques, but quantum healing, I like in person. Like I'm talking to spirit about this. I'm like talking to Dave. Like I'm talking to David. I'm kind of like because people can't see me. I may open up a different technique to do online. Like I may start doing that, but the quantum healing is in person. Yes, only. I'll put you up in a lovely Airbnb house. Ooh, well, we must talk then. We must talk then, Jamie. But I understand the bigger picture of the weight now. Yeah, yeah. For some it's weight, for some it's the headaches, for some it's the diabetes, for some it's the cancer, for some it's the lupus. I'm trying to think of the neurological diseases. I'm trying to think of neurological diseases, colitis, Crohn's. Like it's different things. Understand the bigger picture. Gotcha. Totally understand. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect, Jamie. Email me. Are you coming to Canada anytime soon? I would love to. You know what? I mean, I would make the trip if I had enough people. Like I would do my best to make the trip if I had enough people. Absolutely. Anywhere, anywhere. Like I love to travel. I'm Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aquarius. I can live out of a suitcase. Like I love to travel. It's fine. I just, you gotta have funds, and you gotta know the people, and you gotta have a reason, right? So, oh, Amanda, are you in Canada? Oh, that's right. Yeah, when we talked, you said that. Yeah. So wait a minute, Canada's big. So Amanda, are you on BC side or are you on Toronto side? Like, are you East Coast or West Coast? I know. That's what I'm saying. Like it's big. Which one are you? That's like that's like saying, oh well, I'm in New York, I'm in America, and I'm in America too. And you're like, yeah, but I'm in Arizona and you're in New York. Or I'm in California and you're in New York. Saltside, Maine, 8 hours from Toronto. Oh, okay. So it's still kind of that way. Yeah, still kind of East Coast. Yeah. Uh, Jennifer laughed at herself. Okay. Is everybody in a better space? Are we can do this. I know we can change this vibration. I know we can. I'm near Toronto, but I don't live. Okay. So you're still on that side. So that's better. We're talking good. Okay. Uh, you love San Francisco too? Yeah. I mean, I love San Francisco. I used to go up there every summer. Like, because this is Southern California. And again, I told y'all, we're such babies when it comes to weather. So if it gets over 78, that's just too hot for me. So I'll go up north in the heat of the summer, which is like 82, 83. That's too hot for me. So I would prefer to be up where it's cooler. Is Tom on the scene yet? No, Amanda. Oh, Amanda, I didn't see your TikTok. I commented on there so that you saw that I saw that. Yes. Feel much better now. Thank you, Cindy. Good. Good. I'd love to go to San Diego. Come on down. San Diego's beautiful. That's why I live here. I love it here. It's expensive as heck. Like, oh, it's expensive. But I'm abundant because I'm abundant, and it's not going to matter. Um, yes, nothing but emperors and empresses here. Exactly, Daniel. Oh, y'all don't understand when I feel Daniel. Like, oh God, Daniel, you're another one I'd like to put under because I said that a long time ago. Like, I feel like we've had this life together. I just feel like I have to protect you for some reason. I've always felt that way. You remember, Daniel? I used to fly standby for $11 midnight flight to spend weekends in San Francisco. Love it. Oh, Tat. Tat's always got the good deals. Have you been to Mount Shasta? Yes. Yes, I have. What is a court martial? What is a court martial? It's basically when you've done something in the military that you're not supposed to do and get in trouble and are exited. Okay. Oh, well, David, I'm going to end soon. Exactly. Abundant wherever I go. Like, of course, I had to pick one of the most expensive places to live, but that's okay because I'm abundant. It's all going to work out. I'm not going to lose the car or the house or the people or I'm not going to lose that. Oh, you're channeling everyone. Okay. Because I'm abundant. No, I really am. We all are. But we have to like figure out what's keeping you from it. What are you doing? What's going on? I do want to talk about that more next time. And please, please, please use these videos. I'm going to be doing more videos. The meditation videos is what I'm talking about. I'll be doing the ones. I'll be putting a fire in the background, and you can listen to it with having the beats come through. Studying, relaxing, chilling, meditating, um, cleansing chakras, cleansing auras, miracle tones, abundance, law of attraction. I'm going to do all of that. Okay. So just look for them either every other day, but I'll be releasing those so that we can get into better habits. And then I didn't get to do it this time because I have to go, but next time I do want to give you some mudras, but I'll give you this one here. So the mudras, this is the earth and us coming together. This mudra, this particular one, helps us get clarity, enlightenment, and sort of centers us. Okay, so when you're feeling like you need some guidance, when you're feeling overwhelmed and want to be clear about some things, use your mudras because there's something to be said in our intention and the way that we physically place ourselves in this world and how the energy is going to help us. Does that make sense? Love your meditation video. Thank you, Lorna. Are you putting the meditations on? No, Jamie, the meditations are on my channel. I've only released 2 so far, but go to the channel and look. It's like the last 2 things. It's going to be the last 3 because the live's going to be up next. But I'm putting them on this channel, so you can just come here and get them. Okay, but use those to help you feel better. Use those, and then also, please, 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 I'm asking you as your soul, as part of your soul group, and I'm asking you from that point, like, please do the meditation and expand yourself and send love. Because this world, this universe, people, we need to change this vibration and we need love. We need to send love. We need love because we need love, right? We need energy. We need healing. We just talked about the ailments that we have. We need that. We want that. So open yourself up. But as we're doing that, send that out too. Okay. So use that meditation that we just did earlier. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for doing that with me. I felt all of you. The love that we have for humanity, the love that we have for one another. We're capable of such love. We're capable. We can do this. Okay. I love you, love you, love you. Bye.